You were tuned in to G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you come on in. Now, we had fights last week. We had Rais Alim versus Victor Pasillas. We had Angelo Leo versus Cool Boy Steph Fulton Jr. And then we had TMT's own Rolly Romero go up against late replacement Avery Sparrow. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm not the biggest Rolly fan in terms of just his overall potential. But I have to admit, he did very well against Avery Sparrow. And I had one of his coaches, Coach Bullet, come into my comment section. You know, we had a good conversation or whatever. Big shout out to Coach. But regardless of whether you like Rolly Romero, dislike Rolly Romero, you think he's going to be a future world champion or a future player at 135 pounds, or you feel like he's straight trash truck juice, however you feel about Rolly Romero is doing a great job at promoting himself. And his name is hot right now. He had the clip with Terrence Crawford when they were going back and forth talking. He's been beefing with several fighters. He's also coming off of the Jackson Marinas fight where a lot of people felt like he lost. So Rolly Romero name is hot in these streets right now, whether you like or dislike him. But Devin Haney was watching that fight between Rolly Romero and Avery Sparrow. and Devin Haney put a message up. I don't know if it was on Instagram or Twitter. He basically said Rolly is next level shitty. He said he's next level shitty. And I couldn't help but to laugh because me being in media and being connected with the fans and everything, I had to laugh because I was like, it's so many people that I know that feel the same way Devin Haney does or has made the same statement as Devin Haney. But the thing that's crazy is I would love to see Rolly versus Devin Haney. Like, all joking aside, no bullshit, I would love to see Devin Haney face Rolly Romero. Because again, regardless of whether you like or dislike Rolly, regardless of your opinion of Rolly in terms of his potential, it is very clear Rolly Romero will be the best fighter and the biggest name on Devin Haney's resume if he was to get a victory. Clear cut, period. Rolly Romero got a nice social media buzz going. Inside of the ring, he's shown enough flaws for him to get the big fights. And Rolly's a power puncher. And he a trash talker. So, and you know they've seen each other in the gym before at the Mayweather Club. So, this is a perfect matchup for Devin Haney. I know he think Rolly is next level shitty and all of that. But if Rolly is next level shitty like he says, and he can get paid for the fight, then yeah, like, why not take the fight? But I think it's a really good style matchup because we haven't seen Devin Haney be pushed inside of the ring. We haven't seen him have to dig down and fight. I think he would have to dig down and fight versus Rolly Romero. But when you look at Devin Haney and look at his options, from the outside looking in, you would think he has plenty of options. You would think, oh, well, he could fight Teofimo Lopez. He could fight Vasyl Lomachenko. He could fight Ryan Garcia. He could fight Tank Davis. He can even fight Emmanuel Tegu. He can fight Emmanuel Tegu. He can fight Jorge Linares. I can mention 4 or 5 other names. So on the outside looking in, you would think, okay, well, why would Devin Haney waste his time with Rolly Romero? Here's the thing. Teofimo Lopez, undisputed champion of the world at 135 pounds. Bottom line is we would need for DAZN and Top Rank to make a deal. There's less than a 50% chance that happens. Then you got Tank Davis. Floyd Mayweather already said Tank Davis and Devin Haney will never fight. So I'll take him at his word. Ryan Garcia. That's the most logical fight to make because they're both affiliated with DAZN. But Ryan Garcia is in talks with Manny Pacquiao. Him and Tank Davis been going back and forth. And they came out and said that belts don't mean anything. Like, they're going to fight on their terms. So it don't seem like they're really interested in a Devin Haney fight because they don't like the style matchup. I think they're thinking it's too much risk and not enough reward for a Devin Haney fight. So I don't see that fight happening. I don't see Lomachenko fighting Devin Haney all coming off of injury and a unification loss. I don't see Jorge Linares fighting him. Emmanuel Tegu would definitely take that fight. Big shout out to BoxingFirst Vlog because that's his guy. I don't even feel comfortable saying Emmanuel Tegu's name without mentioning BoxingFirst Vlog. Like, BoxingFirst Vlog had him ranked in his top 3 in terms of 135, and that was prior to Tegu having to fight on DAZN. So big shout out to BoxingFirst Vlog. But even though there's a lot of names at 135, there's not a lot of fighters at 135 at the top that's going to give Devin Haney an opportunity. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. So he's going to have to take a fight like a Rolly Romero to not only keep him busy and also is a good fight, but to build that Devin Haney brand, because he's still in the process of building a brand. Devin Haney has a nice following going on social media, and you know he doing his thing. You know, young entrepreneur. You know, got his dad with him and everything, so he's doing his thing. He got Mickey Bay in his corner, so you know he's doing a great job of promoting himself and all of that. He's definitely doing a great job. But you know, at the end of the day, he needs fights. He needs fights. And when you're trying to get big fights and you can't get them, you can do one of two things. You can sit on the sidelines until you get the big fights, or you can stay busy until you get the big fights. And I've always been a believer that you have to stay busy and keep your name out here in these streets, in these boxing streets, you know, until you get that big fight. And that's what Devin Haney needs to do. What better way for him to keep his name out there in the streets and possibly get a good win? Because I think if he beats Rolly Romero, you have to say it's a good win because it'll be the biggest name on his resume. Point blank, period. Like, why not do it? Why not do it? And you know the trash talking would be epic. Because the one thing I'll say about Rolly Romero, he's good at trash talking. He gets under people's skin. Like, he's good at trash talking, regardless of how you feel about him as a fighter, man. But hopefully they can make this fight happen. I know I'm not the only one calling for this fight, but hopefully this fight can happen. Big shout out to Devin Haney. He's one of my favorite young fighters right now. And as far as Rolly Romero, I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him. If he's the truth, I want for him to get the opportunity to prove that he's the truth. And I know he's only 13 fights in. It kind of reminds me of like a Sergey Lipinets, like when Lipinets fought Mikey Garcia. Lipinets was only like 11-0, something like that, and he took the big opportunity. And Lipinets, you know, needed work. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with Rolly Romero. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not 100% sold on Rolly Romero, but I want for him to prove me wrong. Like, I want for him to prove me wrong. Like, I'm the type of person, like, I support the fighters. Like, I support the fighters first, and then it's everybody else. So, much respect to Rolly Romero. Big shout out to Rolly Romero. Big shout out to his team. But I hope, even if he doesn't get a Devin Haney fight, I hope that Rolly Romero gets a big name. I hope he gets a big look, a big opportunity, because I want to see what he does going forward after going through that Jackson Martinez fight where a lot of people felt like he lost the fight. But yeah, this Devin Haney, Rolly Romero back and forth is crazy. Rolly Romero's done a lot as far as talking about Devin Haney on social media too. So this hasn't just started. So Devin Haney saying that Rolly is his next level shitty, that ain't just come out of left field. They've been going back and forth beefing on social media for a minute. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.